my content, everybody. And I said, oh, okay. No, everything changed though for me. I'm Naya, Junior Love Respect, and this is Peace. Peace and respect your neighbor. Hi to the genuine ones. I'm Peace. I bring peace. You know, puppets get messed up too, but I know I'm not real. But I'm being authentic. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. Far from the head, we all have the same neighbor. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everyone. And I say that respectfully. Today is currently November 4th, 2025. Always be yourself with when someone has the mindset of telling you you ain't got potential when you was never the issue. They said you spoke work toxic ways. The end of the day make you feel you was be bent out of shape when you wasn't trying to ever check yourself. Hold on 1 second. You understood that you truly was the miracle. They would never understand that. Hold on 1 second, you have to get physical. They put the curses on you right, the left, but that rejection is different when God was protecting your mental. They said God not real, but God was truly the hold on 1 second. The director, when it came to notes, at the end of the day, the tools that God endowed you, they would never understand that motivation is different, being authentic with all the certain folks' health. And the check gonna be always be yourself when they say you ain't got no potential. I'm Naya, Junior Love Respect, and my content is not for everyone. And I say that respectfully. Always be yourself when someone says you're not worthy. They know how to respect you, protect you, or respect you, or protect you. And I say that respectfully, and I'm stressing that. No, they have to change them because if they can't respect you, do this aloud. Because when the right people see you, that mindset is different. They don't look at you like competition. Hold on 1 second. They wasn't trying to flex on you. That energy is different because they look at you like competition when you wasn't the issue. You know, when the outside world is telling you the evil lie, the right people didn't have to tell, hold on 1 second, the devil's lie. No, they didn't check them because they actually ruin you and actually pray for you, not against you. That energy is different. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. Someone didn't know how to love you, respect you, or protect you, or show up for you at the end of the day, and you overflowed the wrong cup. Never give up on yourself, and I say that respectfully. Healing trauma and pain is not a race or an overnight process. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everyone. You ready, Peace? Oh, yeah. Peace and respect your neighbor. Stop the violence, you are my sunshine. You are my sunshine. What a blessing you are. Never overlooked, but hold on 1 second. Never let the devil or the enemy shortchange you. You are a miracle, you are a miracle. Love yourself, don't dim your light, neighbor. Far from a hater, we not the same stranger. Always be yourself, I gotta go. Stop the violence. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, that my content is not for everyone. And that's okay. Always be yourself when someone doesn't see your potential. And I say that respectfully. Today is currently November 4th, 2025. Loving yourself is not a crime, and I say that respectfully. I would never hurt myself regards to who's sending me the evil lie or projecting spirit towards me. You know, gang stalking is real to your household, and you're not doing it for likes and views and clout chasing or fame. You don't have to know someone for someone to send you the evil lie. They could be old when it comes to the math, acting their shoe size, all because, hold on 1 second, the devil was telling so many lies. You know, the devil didn't want you to see your potential when it comes to your faith. When you're your biggest cheerleader, you didn't need a whole crowd at the end of the day so you need to elevate. That energy is different. When you understood the inner work at the end of the day, folks going to try to test you, but don't get discouraged because, hold on 1 second, they can't hold on to their own pain. No, here's the truth. Don't be what happens to self-love nowadays. Go within, neighbor. You know, gang stalking is real. You don't have to know someone for someone to project spoke on you good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day, or to try to ruin your reputation. Never give up on yourself, and I say that respectfully. Loving yourself is not a crime. You know, the format of gang stalking, it starts with people hacking your device, your accounts, your emails, monitoring your every move, even projecting spoke towards you good day, bad day, and misunderstanding day. You don't have to know an individual for someone to make you feel like at the end of the day, you're not worthy of choosing yourself. They would try to project fear in you through people that you don't even have to know. You know, it doesn't matter what tax bracket someone's in for someone to send you the evil lie or try to project a hate crime towards you, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. My content is not for everyone. They will monitor your mail. They will hack into your emails, your accounts. They even have conversations as if they're you at the end of the day. And if you're a content creator or not at the end of the day, they'll be the same ones behind the scenes projecting a hate crime towards you, having a hate train towards you, or making sure at the end of the day that you don't prosper in life. And they'll be the same ones controlling your For You page. No, and the trick on you so you won't elevate. You know, they want to pay people to be you a crash out, but you far from it. But always understand, be yourself. No, for real, for real. Always be yourself. You know, people pick and choose who can talk about God, spirituality, the devil, you know, the enemy, narcotics, or violence at the end of the day. But never give up on yourself. And I say it respectfully. You know, a mother and father should never be stripped away from their child because someone lacks self-control when it comes to discipline, or because someone wants the energy harvest of someone's child's energy, or predict spoke towards someone's child, good day, bad day, or missing day, or because regardless of mother and father came from poverty and pain, but that mother and father knew how to respect that baby, knew how to protect that baby, give that baby the proper nourishments when it comes to that baby, you know, seeing a best self-reflection of themselves when the world's against them. You know, no mother or father should be stripped away from their child or a family member due to someone insecurity, jealous, envy, or animosity at the end of the day because someone decided to walk out of a chapter of someone's life and they didn't have no animosity towards them, but someone wanted to ruin someone's life at the end of the day, or someone doesn't have the proper confidence of being an authentic self and they have the mindset of having hate in their vein, or someone doesn't like the fact that someone gets authentic love and they don't have to try hard being the authentic self. How this type of stuff actually happens. How jealousy and envy is projected on someone's child regardless to how old they are at the end of the day. And someone will try to rob them mentally, spiritually, financially, even project spoke towards them, or even send them an evil lie, or even make their life miserable at the end of the day. How this type of stuff actually happens. Or because someone lacks self-control when it comes to discipline, it didn't matter if that person had a mother and father in the household. No. For someone to project the mindset of a hate crime towards an innocent person, or someone projects sport towards individuals at the end of the day so someone won't see someone's light, how this type of stuff actually happens. My content is not for everybody. Gang stalking is real to your household, and you're not doing it for likes and music, clout, chasing, or fame. You don't have to know somebody for someone to project sport towards you. I'm still healing from a hate crime that was done to me, and I'm far from a hate in regards to what you preach or whatever the case may be, or that on your tax bracket. Hit the change on the all you be yourself, but no molested just entertain purpose only. No other change over me. You ever had that one family member at the end of the day that do so much at the end of the day just so you could just come sit down and have a talk with them? No, it's a trait over me. You ever had that one family member that decided to say, you know what? Hey, what's going on? I'm not feeling too well. I'm a little under the weather. You think you want to make it better? No, it's a train of thought for me. You know, they realize at the end of the day, they call every family member at the end of the day but you. You know, you the one that always shows up or whatever the case may be, regardless of how far of a distance you are. You may be in the next country or zip code or county, whatever the case may be. You always find a way to make sure that you make their day right. No, it's a train of thought for me. This fool calls you with the calling you. I'm not feeling too well and nobody's answering their phone. I just want to feel better. No, that's a trade though for me. You gambled today? No. You ever got to someone's destination and realized that they wasn't even there at the end of the day? Only to realize they was down by playing bingo. No, it's a trade though for me. I thought you was on your way to the emergency room. That's what you said it's going to be a safe place for you. This fool, you bump into them with the focus, bumping into them. They start to say, you know, the IV that the nurse decided to put into me, it wasn't a good in-between at the end of the day when it came to my vein. Hold on, my vessel. It's a train, Tony. What the fuck? So at the end of the day, you saw that going to bingo is going to cure you. That was the right way. No, it's a train, Tony. Nobody came faster than bingo. It's a train, Tony. This fool realized at the end of the day, they got about 10 bingo sets in front of them. Pay nice little penny to sit right there. Then they realized, hold on one second. I just made my miracle understand that God was on my side. I asked God to heal me and I'm fine. Do you not understand what I just paid to come here and realize at the end of the day I was going from point A to Z, then have no clue of direction besides to say, you know what, let me come down to this church house and then they see what's going on down here. No, it's the train over me. This fool decided to say, you know what, I play too much. Oh, that's what you think? It's the train, Tony. What the hell is wrong with people? You ever had that one family member at the end of the day that was so sick, but they still needed a cigarette. No, the doctor said you're not gonna live to see the other day, jackass. What's wrong with you? You can barely goddamn breathe. As long as I know at the end of the day I'm not stressed. What the fuck? And you properly dressed too. What the fuck? And the trade told me, you ever had that one family member in the day that said, when I go to the hospital, I gotta make sure I have everything I need, 2 of each of the day, because I don't know if they're gonna keep me or not. It's the trade for me. Only for this fool to say, you know what? I called my siblings, I called my kids, or whatever the case may be, and nobody wants to take me down there. You ever realize you was someone to escape places in the day and you only was to hold on 1 second? You wasn't trying to hold that type of weight. I don't mean narcotics. What the fuck? You stressing me out, goddammit. Only was in the day. You wound up at the casino because this fool at the end of the day mindset is totally different. This is the only thing that's gonna kill me right now. Can you please allow me to be healed? No, it's a trade though. You need God. Oh, hold on 1 second. God has took the wheel. I won. What the fuck? It's a trade though with me. When you realize you have these type of family members or associates or family that you love them dearly. No, you do, but they need to get their shit together. How you telling me about advice about a life at the end of the day, but you still can't be on the same page when it comes to comments, but you say something mentally wrong with me? No, and the trade you just stir me sometimes too, but I'm keeping it real. My conscience, everybody, now say it respectfully. Always be yourself when someone says you don't have potential. It's currently 10:31 p.m. and my content is not for everyone. Today is currently November 4th, 2025. Always be yourself when someone says you don't have potential. And I say it respectfully. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions, far from a hater. Hold on 1 second, neighbor. You came across chicks and dudes. Regardless, the end of the day was truly miserable. They try to show you certain tools when it came to hold on 1 second. They lack a self control, but you understood discipline is different. When you understood the weather that God was truly showing you, while you overcame the obstacles that would truly bring someone pain at the end of the day. They would try to fulfill your shoes, but they got to play with spirit to confuse you. Or because you understood elevation is different, because God truly shows you that hold on 1 second, you are worthy to pursue you. That unconditional love is different. You got chicks and dudes and different tags back and trying to dim your light, trying to make you feel at the end that you're not worthy of checking in at the end. They, self-reflecting. They got to throw spoken attacks because they insecurity problems. But you understood, hold on 1 second, our weather wasn't the same when it comes to overcoming pain. Hold on 1 second, wasn't competing. Understood the end. They knew how to pray for my neighbor. Didn't have to seek revenge when they understand staying they lane. It'd be the train of thought for me. How miracles happen every single day. If you truly believe in yourself, hold on 1 second. They said God not real, but God truly shows you, allow you to say that, hold on 1 second, I was truly allowing myself to heal. It wasn't an overnight process. I'm still being patient with time and day. Something they couldn't relate to. They had to seek revenge. They understood the end of the day. They didn't understand at the end of the day. We don't pray the same. It'd be the train of thought for me when you didn't have to play with sport to understand that, hold on 1 second, I was going to overcome those obstacles when they try to project pain. The devil, the enemy would try to test you, but God was showing you balance when it comes to, hold on 1 second, communicating and go within and understand, hold on 1 second, it's okay to be authentic, but it's going to bother certain folks mental, because the right people, I say this respectfully, when they truly feel you at the end of the day, pray for, not against you, that ain't just different when it comes to their confidence. They ain't got hate in their veins at the end of the day, because when they truly not for you, then they know how to walk away. No, and straight up, being mature, not dealing with the hate group or whatever the case may be. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. Regards to what man or woman is threatening my life or who has me shadow banned, I would never hurt myself regardless of trying to blackmail me at the end of the day. Always be yourself. And I say that respectfully. Wow. I love to talk about love. Love is real, love is one of a kind, with the right one truly for you. It wasn't excuses. That energy is different, far from the tissue at the end there, because you was truly mature. You didn't have to project insecurities on someone to do them wrong. The potential that someone was truly praying for. Someone not to project insecurity problems on the end of the day. When it comes to rainy days, overcome what they've been through. You didn't have to fumble someone that came to God's tools. That energy is different. That confidence actually approaches someone, actually meaning what you say at the end. They not make things complicated. Bring a peace to someone's life, actually being someone's equal. Who would do that true love would allow you to feel that, hold on 1 second, someone could truly be your equal. Someone truly praying for, not against you. That energy is different when it comes to motivation. Who would have knew someone wasn't seeking revenge? Who would have knew that true love wasn't complicated when someone truly knew how to respect you? It wasn't lust. It was real love. They didn't have to play with sport to get your time and day love. No, it's straight though, because love is not supposed to hurt or be dysfunctional. Finally someone saw you to see you, to respect you. They didn't have to put money on the dollar. At the end of the day, they didn't have to put money down when it came to that dollar that day. Because hold on one second, you can't buy someone's love at the end of the day. That energy is different. Motivation. Being so motivated at the end because someone didn't know how to pour into you, you found you understand your boundaries when it comes to hold on a second. Someone's showing up with excuses when it comes to your future. Someone truly showing you that fruitful cup is different. Someone truly showing you that true love is real when someone truly didn't allow you to feel, hold on a second, true love was complicated. No, and the trainer thought for me. Because someone would come into your life and make you feel like you gotta outdo this person, that person, this person. Hold on one second. I'm a person only. I don't know what you heard in the background or whatever the case may be, but it ain't true. The energy is different when someone ain't trying to have their cake and eat it too. The energy is different when someone truly showing you it's okay to be emotionally available. Who would have knew someone truly allow you to feel, hold on one second, it's okay to be stable. The energy is different. Someone wasn't reminding you past. Someone didn't have a hand problem. Hold on one second, mislead you with, hold on a second, pain. They knew how to protect your heart because it wasn't a game. Two people actually seeing each other, the elevation is different. Who would have knew that the love of your life wasn't pretended when they knew how to treat you right the first time around? When it comes to hold on a second, the fairy tale allow you to feel like why your world go around. The hinge is different. Someone brought peace into your life Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And just because that motivation is different. Even when the outside world is throwing spoke in a time, and when it's outside world is sending spell work in a just dysfunctional way, even when you get lost in your words, hold on one second, someone's really praying for you when it comes to the spiritual world, let alone your healing. Someone's really showing at the end of the day, I got your back and I'm not praying against you, I'm praying for you. I ain't gotta pretend when I actually said I love you. No, it's the truth on me. Love is real, love is one of a kind with the right one truly for you. My content is not for everyone. And I say it respectfully. Today is currently November 4th, 2025. And when it comes to my creativity, I work alone. And I say it respectfully. Always be yourself, and I say it respectfully. And the same purpose only. No, it's a trade though for me. You ever had to be that one Pacific person at the end of the day that had to cook for the holidays? No, it's a trade though for me. You ever realize you only ate your own food when you got to the event? You didn't eat nobody else's food because you realized, hold on one second, who was holding the event? No, it's a trade on me. I'm not trying to be rude. I swear. I don't want nobody touching my food, actually. No, it's a fucking trade though for me. You ever realize at the end of the day when you go to certain people function or whatever case may be, and you make that salad or, when you make whatever you make, it's like, I'd rather just wait till I get home. Matter of fact, I'm already full and this does not look appetizing at all. No, for real, bro. You don't have that phone call with your homegirl, your homeboy, family, whatever the case may be, months in advance. Yeah, what's going on, girl? You gonna bring the food? Yeah, I'm gonna bring. I'm be on time, all right. It's a trait of me. You ever realize you was on the cut talking shit about someone else's food? I could have caked this whole bullshit myself. I don't understand why I got. First of all, who the fuck does this? No, the trade on me. You ever went to an event and someone decided to go to the chicken spot or whatever the case may be? When you got a whole chef in your house, it's a train throw for me. No. You ever had that jealous ass family member, whatever case may be, and you got that chef, a couple of them in the household, in the family, whatever case may be, but they don't want to give you the money. No, it's a trade off for me. Only to realize they was being so selfish a specific day, and everybody kept saying, "Don't go to that chicken spot, dumbass." It's a train throw for me. Your whole party gonna be so disappointed. They probably might sue your stupid ass too. It's a train throw for me because hold on one second. Don't nobody wanna have the blues on the toilet. Hello? No, it's a train throw for me. Entertainment purpose only. Only for this food to go to the chicken spot this one particular day. First of all, I'm not going nowhere where it says see. Hello, I'm seeing myself the other goddamn way. Have a nice day, dumbass. No, it's a train throw for me. They start to reevaluate their train of thought. It don't taste like how it normally would taste. Duh, we warned you, stupid. No other train though. If you ever warned somebody within warning somebody, whatever the case may be, not to waste their money, whatever the case may be, but they decided to do it anyway, whatever the case may be. And you always have that one family member that's always the backup. No, in the train though, there's always leaves one somewhere. Oh, you was hold on one second. They ain't come save the day or whatever case be, probably like 2-3 hours later. But that's besides the point, because we wasn't worried about it, because we wasn't eating nothing else until the food actually got there. No, for real, bro. You ever realize that when you bring your own Pacific food to a gathering, why is it always your food going? No, it's a check on me. What happened to everybody else? It was about 30-40 plates up there. When it comes to the long-ass pans and shit, like, hello? I was trying to get a plate myself. I didn't even get one. It's a trade though for me. And the same purpose only. my content is not for everyone. And I say respectfully, I may not be funny to the average person, and that's okay. No, infiltrate on me. Hello. Entertain purpose only. You ever been mind your business with the mind your business? You know, you got that phone call, like, you know, everybody knows you know how to cook. Hey, what's going on? Life, what's going on? It's a straight on me. This fool decided to say, you decide you want to cook for us, whatever case may be. We having a little event. You know how you have one of those family members and friends that always want you to cook, but nobody wants to participate in the budget. You're not too worried about it, especially when you one of those type of family members or friends. You don't mind doing it anyway. But how many people will we feeding? No, infiltrate over me. You say 30, and it turned out to be 200 people. I don't know how the hell that even happened. What the fuck? How you know all those goddamn people like that? And you gotta feed them? No, the trade over me. You ever had that one family member that said, you know what? It ain't gonna be nothing too big. It's gonna be small. It's gonna be the immediate family. A couple of friends. Nothing too crazy. You ever get there getting it with your little pans and whatever case may be? You didn't get the long pans this time. You decided to get the little small pans or whatever case may be. Everybody looking at you because you're the cook. Where's the food? We've been waiting for you all hours. First of all, do me a favor. Ain't nobody put on this. No, answer trade on me. You're not gonna disrespect me. Not nice. No. Don't do me like that. No, the trade though. Have you ever been stressed before even walking into the door at the end of the day and everybody's talking about where's the food? Don't you see it in my hand? Wouldn't you think to go get a pan or two? No, answer trade. I ain't gonna do everything. What's wrong with people? They want to eat, but they don't want to participate and help. I never understood that bougie shit in there. How you having a gathering at the end of the day, but the same people that want to eat and got there 10 hours early can't even help you with the tablecloth. What the fuck is the trade on me? Make yourself goddamn useful, goddamn it, is here. I'm not aging. I respect that my content is not for everyone. And I say respectfully, it's not. Always be yourself, but normally sometimes just don't dim your light, neighbor. The hater going to try to stop you. The devil gonna try to shortchange you. But hold on 1 second, God bought you balance. Don't dim your light, neighbor. Don't dim your light, neighbor. No, ever say it over me. Always be yourself. Gang stalking is real. I would never hurt myself regardless who's gang stalking me or who's plotting against me. And I say that respectfully regardless if it's elderly man or woman, child or man or woman. And I say that respectfully. Always be yourself when someone says you don't have potential. When someone tries to project fear in you, someone is threatening your life through individuals that you don't even have to know. You may walk these streets alone, but hold on 1 second. You are worthy of choosing yourself. Regardless of who not to love you, respect you, or protect you, or show up for you. Never allow a man or a woman to tell you that you're stupid, you're slow, or retarded for expressing yourself. Because when you express yourself to the devil or the enemy, of course they're going to kick you down. Of course they're not going to understand at the end of the day. I'm willing to choose me. I ain't just talking about it at the end of the day. When you get up every single day, you choose yourself. Hold on 1 second. God works in mysterious ways. Don't dim your light, neighbor. Don't dim your light. God works in mysterious ways. Don't dim your light, neighbor. That ain't just different, neighbor. It was yesterday's dream. You dreamed to be, hold on 1 second, understanding another day. All you did was pray to go within, ask God for strength. When it comes to motivation, actually it's different. You wasn't doing it in the mindset looking at your neighbor like competition. You understood the end I need value should be my authentic self, even when the devil or the enemy try to strip me for everything. Hold on 1 second. I understood my people is for me. The ones they gonna send spoke low on the evil lie. Hold on 1 second. The ones they ain't gotta convince me that I'm authentic at the end of the day. That energy is different. Fall from a copycat. I ain't have to be a duplicate at the end because my soul wasn't for sale when God showed me elevation is different when it came to balance. You got chicks and dudes don't understand you. But hold on 1 second. They try to make you humble and a prosper. God truly allowed you to feel that. Hold on 1 second. You are truly clever. Not only clever, you're smart. Not only you smart, you book smart, you street smart, you actually worthy. You ain't out here dibbling and dabble with spoken in a toxic way, sending the evil out, playing with magic. The end day to lose your hold on a second, your concentration when it come to God's vision. The energy is different when your soul was never for sale. Even when the devil look at you at the end, they want to get a reaction out of you. You know the enemy, they try to test you right to the left. But God was showing you that hold on one second, you was worthy. I understand another day. Don't let the sweat. Don't allow someone to make you feel like you gotta sweat. You know, because chicks and dudes want you to sweat them. Sweat them. Hold on one second. They would never understand your weather. You know, they as fake as hold on one second. You know, costume jewelry. When it comes to their mental health, they don't understand growth at the end of the day, actually being mature when it comes to materials. They still out here acting their shoe size, talking about they grown regardless, they pay a bill or two at the end of the day. They got a dibble and dab but spoke at the end. They talking about they truly woke, but they want to see, they don't want to see you grow. It be the train of thought for me. As soon as you speak up for yourself, they quick to say that you're mentally unstable, incapable of loving yourself. Everybody healing, trying to pay me the same when it comes to hold on one second. I ain't have to get physical. You try to understand at the end of the day, you want me to see another rainy day. You didn't want me to believe myself when it came to faith. You be so surprised with these chicks and dudes look at the end of the day. That's why they gotta try to patiently mentally unstable, all because you was capable of loving yourself another day. You know, certain folks will never understand where I'm coming from at the end of the day, but that's okay. You know, because when you pray, they say you leave yesterday's drama there, you leave yesterday's there at the end of the day, but you was only praying when you understood yesterday at the end of the day that God allowed you to see the day. You very so much thankful yesterday because God heard your prayer. They would never understand God was never for sale, likes and views, or cloud chasing or fame when God didn't discourage you in the day. You know, when the devil tried to test you, overcome an obstacle, they would never understand how God was so better than you and God spent the block. I ain't have to sell my soul to be authentic. That energy is different when you truly got potential. Even when the devil tried to test you, hold on one second, did it matter with how they actually was approaching themselves that day as a witch or a wall, like a hold on one second, a whole covenant trying to take you down. You only one person. They try to humiliate you right to left. They threw spoken and toxic ways so you could be insecure, all because they wanted you to be the mindset of hold on one second, losing faith. But hold on one second, our walk of life ain't the same, because hold on one second, you can't walk a day in my shoes. And I say that respectfully, even if I gave you the tools. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. It's gonna be certain folks that want you to be in the mindset of hating yourself, or because they couldn't keep it real to truly going within the stay in their lane, or because they overlooked their own pain. It be the train of thought for me. Only has to hold on one second. You was never playing games when God actually showed you that day. Motivation is different. You know, always be yourself. I may not make sense to the average person, but it's not a crime to be authentic. And I say that respectfully. You can't be somebody that you're truly not. And especially when you're a child of God. You know, it's within you, not on you. You know, individuals would say where your God at now when they trying to rob you mentally, spiritually, financially, or even send you spell work, or even have a group of people to go up against you to rob you, humiliate you, gang stalk you, hack your device, your accounts, and emails, and pain yourself to be mentally unstable. They would even use your documentation to go up against you at the end of the day. They would even project spell work towards people that truly want to respect you, love you, or see your light at the end of the day. They would try to ruin your reputation, all because, hold on one second, you understood, hold on one second, I will choose myself today. Always be yourself and always intentions. I would never hurt myself regardless to what man or woman or child threatens my life. And I say that respectfully. You know, individuals will plot on your next move, will plot and try to block you from choosing you. You know, regardless if you're a content creator or not at the end of the day, regardless if you're an entrepreneur or not at the end of the day, regardless to if you're that salesperson, regardless if you're that beautician, regardless if you're that doctor, regardless if you're that maintenance man, regardless if you're that plumber, regardless if you're that tarot reader, that karmic. It be the train of thought for me because not all karmics are bad. It's a train of thought for me. And especially the one that said at the end of the day, I'm changing my life for all the right reasons. I can't allow someone to poison my mental. I wasn't seeking revenge, Nate, but at the end of the day, I was losing myself because I didn't have to. I was losing myself because I didn't understand your mental. Folks lied on you at the end of the day. You threw spoke at an innocent person when you realized, hold on one second, how did you make your own mistakes? You forgot to heal first, then you realized, hold on one second, you wouldn't want someone to do that in a toxic way. I'm far from a karmic. I'm far from a witch. And I said it respectfully, but I know how to respect my neighbor. Regardless if you're that terror or that karmic, or if you're that witch or that warlock or whatever case, or you're part of that coven. I am not signed to anybody. I work alone when it comes to my creativity, regardless who's trying to make money off of me. And I say it respectfully. You know, when you try to become your best self, everything yourself, you have people plotting to get you locked up or put you in a sideboard, or even plot scenes to paint you out to be something that you're truly not at the end of the day. They will paint you out to be a homeless person. They would try to rob you mentally, spiritually, financially. They would pay you to be an addict, a sex worker at the end of the day. And they would pay people good money just to blackmail you against you and say, hold on 1 second. Yeah, I did something with that person they never did at the end of the day. Or, you know what? I used to talk to this person, whatever the case may be. But individuals would never say at the end of the day, and especially when you work away from certain topics, when it comes to subjects, and that's not part of your chapter today, how certain folks, then they would gather a hate train to go up against you to rob you mentally, spiritually, and financially, all because, hold on 1 second, you understood common sense hits different. You know, you saw someone protecting lust. You saw someone projecting spark towards you. You saw someone kicking you down when you was trying to motivate them when they couldn't see. You supported them at the end of the day when they couldn't even respect you at the end of the day. They tried to spin a block, but God sent on another day. You know, folks will come into your life to disrespect you. It's not that you think you're better than somebody because you was never their issue. You knew how to respect somebody good day, bad day, and misunderstanding day. But because you chose you at the end of the day, regardless to where you're at in your journey, the right people see you, hear you, respect you. They're not projecting spark towards you. They're not energy harvesting off your energy. And they're not sending you the evil eye. And they don't look at you like competition. And they fall from haters. Hello. You know, my content is not for everyone. And I say that respectfully. Always be yourself, no one's intentions. Peace and respect your neighbor. Stop the violence. I said what I said. Stop the violence. You are my sunshine. What a blessing. Never overlook when God got you. You are the miracle in your life. Don't dim your light, neighbor. Fall from the hate and never competition. Hater, stay in your life. No, for real. It's an even exchange. I ain't bothering you. Stay in your life. Always be yourself, but no less attention. Stop the violence. My content is not for everyone. You know, people pick and choose who could talk about spiritual, like I said in the beginning. People pick and choose who could talk about the devil, you know, spirituality, narcotics, violence, healing, trauma, and pain, or even, you know, just becoming your best self, vision yourself. It doesn't even necessarily have to be spiritual at the end of the day. Never allow someone to dim your light or make you feel like you're not worthy of choosing you. I would never hurt myself regardless of what man or child is threatening my life at the end of the day. I would never hurt my peers regardless if they're elderly or not. And I said it respectfully. You matter, you're worthy. Protect your energy, protect you and your family, and stay out of trouble. You matter, you're worthy. Always be yourself, because when God sends the right people into your life, they're not doing it for likes and music, clout chasing, or fame. They see you, they hear you, they respect you. They're not energy harvesting off your energy, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. They actually see you, hear you, respect you. And they're far from haters. No, it's a trait of you, regardless if they came from poverty, a pit or not. They know how to respect their neighbor. They're getting body weight, they shoe size, hold on 1 second, was truly outdated. That maturity hits different when it comes to someone's mental health, when it comes to their growth. They actually understood at the end of the day. I ain't look at you like competition. I wasn't trying to kick you down, neighbor, regardless of what you had going on in the background. The hand is just different when folks actually could walk into you. Not have to pretend and blackmail you against you at the end of the day, but actually pour into you. Not to hold on 1 second to humiliate you, or alone project hate rituals. You know, they ain't singing you the evil lie. They actually rooting for you like the biggest cheerleader at the end of the day. You know how a God truly allows you to see why it multiplies, because someone could truly be a blessing into your life. They wasn't looking at you like competition even on their birthday at the end of the day. They actually was still cheering for you at the end of the day, even on days when they couldn't see who would in respect would be a two-way street. Didn't matter someone's culture, religion. Didn't matter someone's culture, religion, sexual orientation, disability, or age. And I say that respectfully when someone truly was paying attention. No, I had to change the thing. They wasn't just paying attention to blackmail you against you. Hello. Or try to set you up or whatever the case may be. My content is not for everyone. You know, gang stalking is real to your household. Individuals will hack your accounts, your emails, monitor your packages, and hack and monitor your mail. And they would even act like they had conversations with you. And they would even try to bring harm towards you. They monitor your phone calls. You don't have to know someone at the end of the day, regardless of how close of a distance a neighbor is. Didn't matter their tax bracket, regardless of what zip code, county, country they in at the end of the day. How folks are sending you spell work and you don't have to know them, and you don't even have to do anything to them. Imagine telling the truth at the end of the day. And because someone has the urge, because someone doesn't want someone else to hear what someone did to you, all because you spoke up for yourself, people do that. They project sport towards you, or because they decided to take your kindness and weakness, or because they thought that you was a vulnerable person at the end of the day, or that you had lack of self-control, you slow, stupid, and retarded, whatever the case may be, and that they feel like you don't have a voice because they threaten your life, that they will have multiple people go up against you. Never allow someone to project fear, and I say it respectfully, because your voice does matter to the right people that see you, hear you, and respect you. I am not a sex worker, and I am not an addict, regardless who's trying to blackmail me. You know, individuals will project sport towards you when it comes to your finances, your love life, even when they know people that work in different tax brackets, they will make sure that you don't prosper in life. They would try to rob you mentally, spiritually, financially, even try to cause confusion in your life, project a spell word. All because, hold on one second. You said that your voice doesn't matter, but your voice does matter at the end of the day. I don't worship the devil, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. And I say it respectfully, regardless to what man, chick, or child has been shadow banned. No, it's the trait, though. I'm going to always be Naya, to respect, regardless what county, country, whatever case may be. Zip code it is. Always be yourself. Gang stalking is real to y'all, so you know, individuals will be labeled that they're crazy, they're slow, stupid, and retarded because they're speaking up for themselves. Or people be having the audacity to be able to control the narrative and try to paint someone to be an addict when they're not. Or to paint them out to be a sex worker when they're really not. Or because they want to control someone's life. Only person that got control over me at the end of the day is my Heavenly Mother, my Heavenly Father, God, and I say respectfully. And I don't worship the devil good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. Gang stalking is real to y'all, so I'm far from hating, I say it respectfully. Folks who try to distract you, folks who try to make you feel like you're not worthy of choosing you, they want you to be in a mindset, live in fear. You don't have to know somebody at the end of the day for someone to project spoke on you. And it doesn't matter how old the individual is. Old enough to be your grandmother, your grandfather, at the end of the day to project spoke on you. And you ain't even got to do nothing to nobody at the end of the day for them to project spoke towards you. It's a thought for me. How because someone sees that you can prosper in life, or you walk these streets alone, or because you move a certain way, you ain't got ballistics towards your neighbor. I never knew it was a crime to say thank you, no thank you at the end of the day. I never knew it was a crime to say excuse me at the end of the day. Individuals will try to blackmail you at the end of the day, all because you're speaking up for yourself. They would try to use you against you when you don't run from your past. No, and the trade on me, those two are ass back with jackass. Oh, before I beat your own goddamn lame, leave innocent people alone. I'm not agent on spectrum, I'm far from a hater. Someone says you ain't got potential, that does not mean stop loving you. When someone says you ain't got potential, they said you act in your corner, you are nobody. Don't tell me you lie. Because the right people in the day they see you, they respect you. Always be yourself. We may not pray the same, but I know how to respect my neighbor. I don't dibble and dabble with spell magics, witchcraft, or send an evil lie, and I don't gotta gather with no hate train to send someone spell work or send a mind to someone's at the end of the day and astral travel invade someone's space. I ain't gotta do all that. No, but God saw what you was doing, dumbass. I said what I said, I gotta go. I'm not your genuine respect, and my content is not for everyone. Have a safe year, day, evening, week, weekend, humanity worthy. I'm still healing from a hate crime that was done to me. I'm far from a hater. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. I work alone when it comes to my creativity, regardless of what man or woman is trying to blackmail me against me. And I say that respectfully. I'm not here, genuine love respect. My content is not for everyone. I am my biggest cheerleader at the end of the day. And I would never hurt myself when I say respectfully. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day, regardless who's trying to blackmail me against me. And the change of me. Misunderstood and loved by you, far from a hater, what about you? Misunderstood and judged by you, far from a hater, what about you? Stop the violence in the community. Now, and the change of me. Oh, it be a self-anomalous intentions. Peace and respect your neighbors, the ones you better run on them, you like, gotta go, never on them, you like, stop the violence, I gotta go. Hey, always be yourself. People pick and choose who can talk about God's spirituality or who can be an actor, a rapper, whatever the case may be. But when you be authentic, listen, I wasn't trying to start no pop besides be my goddamn self. And hold on one second, neighbor, it's not a crime to be yourself. It's not. That's God's swag. His different. We don't pray the same, but they would never understand your vision when it comes to elevation. His different because God truly had a plan at the end of the day, allow you to see why you truly growing, understand miracles. His different. Regardless of not to pour into you in your rainy days, at the end of the day, you don't have to get physical when it came to someone's one-sided mindset. They wanted you to paint you to be a crasher, but God knew at the end of the day that you had the strength within you when it comes to the proper tools that actually loving you. You had so many excuses when you almost fumbled you, but who would have known that confidence is different when you loving you? You're mad and you're worthy. Healing trauma and pain is not a race overnight process. Always be yourself. I'm far from a copycat. Let alone a hater, and I didn't tell nobody to make money off of me. It's a trade off of me, you goddamn jackass. How folks make themselves feel so irrelevant at the end of the day, watching your every move. But hold on 1 second, that transition is different when it comes to God truly restoring you for all the right reasons. At the end of the day, they would never understand what's within you, not on you. Being authentic, but truly bothers someone's mental. It really does. But at the end of the day, I still pray for my neighbor. Just stay in your lane. Stay in your lane, love. No, ever straight off you hating. Instead of a second. Hold on 1 second. I said what I said. I gotta go. Always be yourself with intentions. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. It's not a crime to be authentic. Today is currently November 4th, 2025. I wasn't trying to fit at the end of the day. Wasn't looking for your validation to be authentic. Hold on 1 second. Because when the right people walk into your life at the end of the day, they ain't gotta pretend that respect is different. No, I haven't changed. Always be yourself with no message. I gotta go. Stop the violence. Have a good day. And when it comes to my creativity, I work with my Heavenly Mother, my Heavenly Father God. And I say that respectfully. My soul was never for sale. No, I gotta go. Stop the violence.